Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is Willow 2, the deck featuring Delney and his cohorts who are out to uncork one on the opponent with men that are all 2 power or less. We are going without removals and are hell-bent on getting the opponent down to 0 life as fast as possible. We're loaded with life gain, as well as a way of getting our men back from the grave turn after turn. We win by getting in for damages as often as possible, as well as using our natural gain and drain combination to wipe out life totals. Let's get in there. We're playing the full set of authority of the Consuls, the enchantment that makes enemy men enter tapped. Mono red loves having their hasty men enter already turned sideways. It makes blocking that much harder to do for the opponent, and when they need to have blockers up, it makes attacking trickier as well. As a bonus, we gain a life for every enemy that enters play. Case of the Uneaten Feast is a life gain enchantment that we'll use to prop up our life total, as well as take down opposing life totals when we have our combo in play. Once solved, we can sacrifice the case to play out men right from our grave. Our men come back for seconds and thirds. Essence Channeler is a bat that gets bigger with every instance of life gain we have. With the life gain enchantments and men we have, the Channeler will gain counters rapidly. It is not out of the question that it gets to 10 power or more within a few short turns. When it gets sniped, the counters it has added up can be put on any one of our other men. Lifecreed Duo is our life gain guy. This pair will gain us a life every time we have one of our men enter play, and we'll get double with a Delney on board. As a bonus, we can use it to attack as the duo have flying and are able to get past enemy men. Voice of Victory is a fantastic new card. It has Mobilize too, which will generate a pair of attacking 1/1 tokens when it swings in. With a Delney in play, we'll get 4 tokens when we send it. The amazing bonus for the voice is that it makes the opponent unable to play cards during our turn. That means no counter spells when we play out our men. Removals will have to be used during the opponent's turn since they'll be unable to hit our men once we're going in for damages. Starscape Cleric is part of our gain and drain combination. Every time we gain life, the opponent will lose a life. What makes this great is we can wait to play it out when we can pay for the offspring, that way we get double the clerics and double the drain effect. With Delney in play, every point of life gain will be double the loss for the opponent. It's a one-way trip to 0 life, GG's with plenty of extra cheese. Delney the Streetwise Lookout is the little guy that doubles all the triggers from our 2 power men or less. As a bonus, if the opponent's men are all 3 power or greater, they'll be unable to block our small men. It's a great way of getting in for damages, even if the ground is clogged with opposing men. Enduring Innocence is an enchantment creature that doubles as card draw and life gain. In a pinch, it's a fantastic blocker as we won't lose the card draw effect when it dies because it brings itself right back as an enchantment, and we keep drawing every time we have men 2 power or less enter play on our side. Smile at Death is a new enchantment that brings back a pair of men from our grave as long as they have 2 power or less, which is all our men. It replaces Raise the Past that we were using in the original deck. We're playing 2 Mirrex, the special land we can use to generate a 1/1 token might. 3 Resless Fortress, the man land that drains the opponent for 2 when we swing in with it. For Concealed Courtyard, the duel that enters tapped once we have 3 lands already. For Caves of Koilos, the Pain Duel, 2 Swamp, 5 Plains, and 4 Dalkovan Encampment, the new special land that we can use to generate a pair of attacking 1/1 men when we swing in. Playing the deck is fun and easy. The only complication comes from our lands, which we have plenty that enter tapped. We did focus more on white mana, since we have only 7 cards in the entire deck that require black mana. In terms of men, play out what we can early and try to make use of all our mana every turn. An early voice with one of our life gain permanents can usually get the life gain train rolling while we continue to build up. Always go for life gain when you can and play out a Starscape Cleric with a Delney in play to maximize the drain on the opponent. A Smile at Death with a loaded grave can give us the legs to go long in games, or give us that last little bit of pop to take down the opponent. That's the deck, boys. Let's go play some games.
Do you want to play a game?
This is Snake in the Grass. No, wait, it's just Serpent in Room 32. We're kicking things off with a Shuffler special, but luckily for us that means most of our cards can be played out even if we don't draw another land. We will need a 3rd land for a pair of our cards, but we have plays at 2 mana. Keep your pants on. First up is our case. That'll let us gain life as soon as we drop the channeler. We draw a third land, but it's a man land that enters tapped. We could delay our second turn and go for a 3-drop on schedule, but that sounds kind of bad. Let's play out the channeler and get to making it big. Get swole, little buddy. The opponent, in his infinite wisdom, snipes our channeler before he gets his dose of roids. They play out a fear of missing out, and let me tell you, that's more than a fear, that's a reality, bro. You are missing out. We draw an encampment, and we'll play it out, then follow up with the cleric. It's time for a little gain and drain action. Up next for the opponent is a Zoraline, the grandmother bat. She likes being knee-deep in guano, but we don't guano talk about that. We draw another case, which will have to wait until our next turn. Let's get the innocence down, and we can start drawing some extra cards when we get our men in play. There is no substitute for card draw. We draw a life gain guy, which could be good now, but let's stick to our plan of second case and Delney for the turn. That's going to be double the triggers from the cleric. And Zoraline will be unable to block it as well, so we can send it in for another 2 damages. Your life is slipping away, bro. Heal yourself. Gain some life. They send Zora the Explorer and their double-striking dragon. That's fine, as we've got a load of life gain coming up. More than they'll be able to handle. We get another life gain guy, which is great, and we'll play it out. We'll follow up with the voice. No, wait, never mind, they sniped Delney. Let's go with our other life gain guy. The more life we can get, the better, since we're not really interested in blocking up. They might have taken out Delney, but we've managed to solve our cases, and we can get him back by sacrificing 1, or with the smile at death. They get another dragon engine out of the grave, but the problem is, all we have to do is play out another guy and that'll take them down to 0. GG's, gain and drain cheese. This is Hiss at Yo-Yo Ma. They're brilliant, but I don't see how they're shiny at all. We get one amazing hand, a 4-lander with double authority and no real action until turn 3. Let's ship this one. Mo. Then we get a shuffler special with an authority, a channeler, a cleric, and double innocence. This is slightly better, but still kind of clunky. Keep your hopes up. Let's not get too greedy here. We'll ship one of our little sheeps. I mean, what if we don't draw a 3rd land for a while? Tell me they are not playing Boras Convoke. Some people are still trying to win a race on the back of a dead horse. Giddy up. We draw our 3rd land, which is fantastic. Our innocence will be coming down on schedule. For now, we'll unload the channeler. And if they play more men out, it'll get roided up. Hopefully not hammeroids, though. Wait, they are Azorius Convoke. They pooped out something new. They play out as sheltered by ghosts, and lucky for them, we don't have removals to snipe their guy. This is one instance where that card is not awful. We'll play out the Innocence, and hopefully it survives to build us an advantage. Are they trying to bring soldiers back? You're going to need more than a shovel to unearth that one bro. We'll play out the Voice of Victory and get a card draw. We draw a land and we could play out the Cleric, but let's wait until we can pay the offspring cost to get its token friend. They go double recruiter on us, but that gets us back to 21 life. Thanks for helping us out, bro. They follow up with a case and oopsie poopsie. They should have played that out before dropping the 2 recruiters. It's turned into a game of who can gain the most life, and a challenge to drain them of theirs. We draw an encampment, and that'll let us play out the Cleric and get a token buddy as well. Let's see if they block our Innocence. I don't think they will, but you never know. We'll leave back the Voice to block one of their recruiters. They do go for the lopsided trade. We don't really lose much here, since the Innocence is mostly here for card draw. Should have just taken the hit, bro. I don't know what you're smelling over there. They play out a Mockingbird and use it to copy our Voice, but each guy they get now drains them for 2. With their life gain, that's a drain of 1. They tap themselves out to grow their schmuck. I don't know if that's such a good move. All their men are tapped, so we can go all in. Let's send it. Special delivery to their face. Damages, bro, damages. They send it, but those tokens are effectively doing 0 damage to us and hitting them for 1. I don't even know if they know. We draw into another authority. That's pretty whack now. Every guy they play out is going to be minus 3 life for them. Hilarious. Let's send the team in. Everyone must go. It's like a fire sale. Men are being sent at ridiculously low prices. We'll pass on activating the encampment, since the tokens we generate will draw us a card we might want to play. They double block one of our Voices, but they're taking quite a hit. Damages, bro, damages. We'll play out the Smile at Death, though going with the Cleric we drew during our attack would also be a great play. They return fire, but they don't seem to see that they're getting drained when they generate the token men. Maybe they'll notice that after this sequence. Maybe should have kept it in your pants. GG's extra cheese. This is Dorito. He's a single chip in a bag, don't buy him boys. We get a 3-lander this time with 3 enchantments and a cleric. It's not the best hand, but it's not the worst either. Keep your pants on. We'll go with the authority first, since that'll stop any hasty men coming in at us right away. We draw an encampment, which is alright. It's a land we can use at some point in the future. They fire off an opt. It's good to check out your options, bro. There's definitely no shortage of lands here. Let's play out the encampment since we really don't have any good plays at the moment. That looks like double show-off in suspended animation. Sometimes the shuffler has jokes. This is one of them. We started the game with 3 lands in hand, and we still have 2. It's time to get the show off in play. Good thing those have haste, and can get in for hits right away. Oh wait. Our first real play of the game comes on turn 5. The cleric will set up our gain and drain, and the voice will come in later to help. Their deck can't do more than 20 damages, so they've got to go. Smell you later, bro. This is Eddie Guy, he's a family guy. I just hope he's wearing pants. This is a family show. We get a 3-lander with a pair of Innocence, which wants double white. We do have a couple of plays we can make until we draw into more lands. Keep. We draw a Delney, which we can play out on schedule, and will get us double the tokens from the voice. We draw a life gain guy, and the question is, do we want to go with life gain or attacking? The life gain won't do much without a cleric, so let's play out the voice and go for token attackers. The opponent does nothing but check out our voice. Absolutely solid plays, bro. We get a pain duel, and we'll go with an Innocence this time around. We want the card draw to help find us more ammo. Come on, bro, time to do something. Pull up your pants and drink some liquid courage. They get an Innocence of their own. Totally legit turn 4 play. We'll double down on Innocence. Since bro is slow rolling it, we've got time to set up our card draw over trying to smash that life down to the nub. The liquid courage worked. They got the guts to fire off a split up and take out our voice, but the innocence is going to come right back. They send it, but that's a race they are not going to win. We draw another life gain guy. Let's go for double authority and double life gainers. They snipe our attacking innocence, but we've got another in hand. It's a train that can't be stopped. They play out a Beza, but all that does is get them another card. Then they follow up with a Hive. That's an awkward game plan. It's like they're playing all their stuff in reverse order. We hit another decision point, go for more card draw, or a giant channeler. We can do both, right? Let's play out the innocence first, then follow up with the channeler. When they generate a token at the beginning of their turn, our channeler will end up bigger than their Beza. I don't know what happened with Eddie there, but his game plan wasn't on straight. This is Kurt Angle. He's turned into an angel with a huge sword. He'll change his name to Kurt Angel now. We get a shuffler special with an authority, double cleric, and a duo with an innocence. It's a good mix of cards, but we'll need another land before too many turns go by. We draw a third land, and this is the trickiest part of playing this deck. Do we go for the innocence on turn 3, or do we go for our 2-drops now? Let's set up our future turns and play out the encampment. We'll go for a turn 3 innocence to get extra cards later on. They play out a voice, and it looks like we might be in a mirror match battle. With an authority in play, their token attackers will effectively be doing 0 damages. It's time to get the innocence down. If we draw a 4th land, we can go double duo on our next turn. They drop a nesting bot, which only adds to our life total. And then follow up with a 2-mana cleric. All that's missing is a way to gain life. They swing in, but we won't be blocking up. We'll take the 1 damage. We draw a man land and we'll play it out, then follow up with a duo to set up our life gain. They play out another voice, then play out another cleric as well. It's a full squad for them now, but they don't have a way of gaining life. They do have a way of losing life, and we'll be happy to help them. They swing in, but they'll be doing 0 damage. We'll block a token and stay at a comfortable 26. We draw a Delney, which is fantastic. We'll continue to set up for our gain and drain by playing out the voice, and then following up with the second duo. They send in their men, but that's not going to do much. We'll triple block one of their voices and send it packing. All these hits do get them to max speed, and they're able to use the gas guzzler to draw cards by sacrificing their tokens. Those were going to die anyways. They do get a blood which is a drain machine. They finally got us down to less than 20 life. Amazing. We draw a 5th land, and that's enough to let us play out a cleric, then follow up with Delney. They thought they had gain and drain, but they haven't seen triggers yet. Delney will double up on our life gain and double the drain as well. Get some. Let's send it. The voice will generate 4 tokens, and each token will gain us 4 life. It's a recipe for GG's. The cheese is strong with this one. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.